The most important character in the whole series of Berserk has got to be Puck. If it wasn't for his comedic foolish behavior, it would make waiting for the next chapters of Berserk to come out to be very, very painful. So does Guts really hate Puck, or does he enjoy his presence? So in order for us to answer that, we gotta understand their story. The best place for us to start is where Guts leaves Casca for the very first time to go raid the land with his new dragon slayer during the Age of Darkness. Along the journey, he meets an elf named Puck to assist him. Puck told Guts to go sleep on this particular tree to see if the legends were true about it. Turns out the tree was a demon, and Puck used Guts to prove that theory, and Guts wasn't all that happy about that. I can see the great friendship being built between these two already. Now at this point, Guts is trying to figure out where exactly is the demon bug that is causing all this chaos, and saves Jill from these low scum of people in the process by circumstance. Or is it because he has a soft spot for children? Either way, they discover that Rosaline, who Jill looked to as a sister, is the demon behind all the attacks on the village and the missing children. Guts still sees Puck as a tool and not really as a friend. He actually thinks he is very annoying until he needs him. So there's a love and hate relationship going there. Guts keeps himself from being attached to people because of the darkness that follows him. It's his self-defense mechanism, which we've already talked about in previous video, which is, known as the Hedgehog's Dilemma. Go watch that video after you watch this video. There have been a couple of times Puck has interrupted Guts and it has caused him some injuries, which makes Guts not a big fan at all. When you're interrupting his flow of slashing and cutting people, it kind of irritates him. But again, they have been together already for 2 years, and Guts hasn't even called him by his name. But again, being an elf, Puck hasn't really shown his usefulness other than healing Guts and allowing him to, take a quick power nap. All things which are important, Guts still hasn't acknowledged and shown appreciation for Puck. Which Puck feels that and doesn't appreciate that, and also doesn't like how Guts is treating Jill. But Puck is also missing the point. Guts is trying to protect her from the darkness that surrounds him. He doesn't want her to think of him as a safe haven from her problems. During the Lost Children arc, Guts and Puck had a fallout because of all the craziness that went down, and so they went on their own separate journeys, one being much harder than the other, and the other one just kind of, just chilling, relaxing, and it ended up spotting the mist forest. Guts does his thing and kills, Rosaline, or, semi-kills her, which is scaring the crap out of Jill. Honestly, I'm not sure why she would want to follow this man, because Guts' life is no life that a person should ever want. At this point, Guts is painted as a bad person, so the Holy Knights are trying to capture him, but he runs away and gets away. But the part that I enjoy seeing was the lines that Guts had told Jill, which was very similar to what he told Casca during the Golden Arc, era. He had told Jill to go back home, back to your own battlefield. Now that is empowering to Jill to face her problems. As tough as that sounds, and as cool as that may be, he changed her life right then and there. And it was the same message that he had sent to Casca when he told Casca to go back to Griffith as his shield or sword or whatever. People have this psychological notion to want to find a safe place in people who are stronger than them, due to a person being fearful or scared, and the term for this is safe haven in psychological terms. Now at this point, Guts is passed out from bleeding out too much, and the demons are taking advantage of his wounds and his mind. And guess who comes to save him? Yep, Puck with his dandelions, and he is just knocking the demons one by one, and then at the same time he hits Guts with the dandelion right on his head and tells him, the reason why you're still alive is because of me. And at this point, Guts was really annoyed, but then all of a sudden he had this big grin on his face, and then he busted out laughing and said, I can't be serious around you, Puck, and calls his name for the first time. Then Guts tells Puck, the pouch is yours. You can stay with me, bruh. Which is a big deal because he's never acknowledged the all-knowing Puck's name. At this point, their friendship has been sealed and developed. but the two things happened to build that, which was conflict had occurred and also trust was built at the end. So did Guts hate or dislike Puck? Yes, initially. At times, Guts was annoyed with him because of the interruptions and his, nonsense of talking, but for good reasons. But ultimately, he ends up accepting Puck as an ally to his adventure that he is on, acknowledging that he is going to need some comedic relief and healing and some guidance through this, era of darkness. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree. We could talk about this in the comments below. If you're looking for some of the most amazing content, Mastermind Comics in the building can get you what you need. Be sure to like, subscribe for more content from us. Also, watch how Berserk will end while you're on this channel. You know you want to.